Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back to another episode of The Last Kingdom in Aurora 4X. And in previous episode we managed to get some, or technically before the episode, but we managed to get some information regarding the alien colonies in Zhatelier. We've done another time skip here. I think we got forward by about 3 months. Now, we did get the railgun research, and now I'm getting some magazine stuff. And I know that I've said multiple times that we are not going to be using missiles for combat purposes, but there is a bit of a cheesy thing that we may need to do, depending on how things go, and that is making magazines with basically just all armor. So basically, what they can be considered is just bulkhead armor, so that they'll soak the damage and the ship can keep on fighting even though it's full of holes in terms of the armor. So that is why we're getting some magazine text here. We're getting also the box launcher explosion chance. I'm not entirely sure if I need to have that, but I'll take it in any case if we do need to. And these texts shouldn't take too long. We'll get them eventually. Now, our power and propulsion researcher that had the best bonus and a lot of research labs died, so we're down to 5 labs over there. I'm trying to get the power plant boost 30%. And then we're going to get the stellar rate fusion reactor, and then we'll probably get the next engine tech. Although, I suppose the fuel efficiency wouldn't be bad either. Of course, there's also these two that we got on a little bit from various components pushed forward. But yeah, we'll probably do those. Or at least, well, we'll do the reactor stuff, and then we might actually even redesign some of the reactors already and then start working towards the next engine tech. I mean, the ion engines are okay for the most part. They could be better. Another thing that we just got is the shipyard in Crosiana Imperialis has reached its target capacity, so it's now been retooled for the Hornets, and it will be building a few more ships for the House Alexandrus over there. But that's what's been going on. Oh, and also another thing, if we go to Zhatelier, we started a survey. Oh, basically we parked the recon on top of the planet here. We haven't seen any enemy activities here, so it might well be that since our ships are here, the enemies will not be moving in here all that much. So what I'm kind of tempted to do... Oh, crafting cargo 1 has completed orders. Okay, so that means that we've gotten a little bit more things at the planet in... Is it Amber? Yeah, Amber. Okay, there's actually quite a bit of available workers there. We might want to start getting some mines in here and maybe some construction factories, although the construction factories probably won't be able to do much. But definitely get some mines here so we can start gathering the resources in here for the Crafters Guild. And then eventually they can start crafting various things in here. For example, orbital habitats and spaceports, and technically the components for vessels, although we haven't been really using that. Because if I remember correctly, there is a bit of a bug with that in the current version where even though you build the components in the ship construction, it will still use the resources again for that, so it's... Since we don't have a massive amount of resources, the extra time that it takes to build things is probably sacrifice that we're willing to make right now. But anyway, I do believe I just said that I want to load in some mines here, so well, that is what we will do. Go to Amber, unload all installations, and then go back to hunting. You can probably refuel at the herd down there, and then also back to Barracuda, and repeat that. We'll get 5 mines there, and then you can go and refuel at the colony in Veralis, because Veralis colony is starting to get a lot of fuel now, so that is good. I mean, we have been increasing the capacity of our fuel harvesters quite massively. Well, not necessarily massively, but certainly has been improved. So there is that. Shore leave is completed on a lot of the ships there. We got the power plant boost right now. We started on the fusion reactor. We got 4,800 or 4.8 million liters of fuel in Collider A1. And civilians got another freighter. Good, good, good. And the shore leaves are completed, as I already mentioned. Opal has been surveyed. Let's have a quick look. So is that actually the case, or is there Where is Opal? Well, first of all, was it down here somewhere? Right, over there. So there's 3 jump points over there. Ooh, that's quite a bit. Quite a bit indeed. And Sunstone also has one. I suppose we could poke through one of them. See where it leads. Maybe it gets another loop somewhere, which would fit nicely. Although with our luck, it's probably going to be linking Opal to something like Emerald, which is exactly on the opposite end. But we'll see. So what we'll just take is... Oh right, this is actually House Alexandrus. You will go through the unexplored jump point 1. It's going to take you 2 weeks to get there. Now, a Romanov survey 2 in Remover. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, you were doing overhaul around here, weren't you? No, not quite yet. But you could. So... Alright, we don't have the refueling system there, but yeah, let's just do overhaul there first. Then you can get back to work. But that is a bit far away from the centre. Factory resort in Turfing. Another also made in mind there. Excellent. I'll actually need to still have some conversations with the... Somebody want to... Regarding what the Scholars Guild wants to do with the things found there. Oh right, we built another research lab. Good. Overhauls completed. Found more minerals in Zhatelier. Not too bad, actually. A lot of thorium. Good accessibility. Fairly good uranium accessibility as well. Uridium... Oh, corundium at 0.5 accessibility and almost 4 million. That's actually pretty decent. Right, well, first things first, let's assign the research lab. Let's see, what would require it most? We have increased the terraforming speed research a little bit to get that sooner. Then we're getting the drop bay... or troop transport drop base research as well, but that is going to take some time. I can't increase the speed of that. Particle beam strength 6, actually I'll increase that, because if I remember correctly, that is going to unlock the particle lancers, and if we can get the particle lancers, those are going to be doing a lot of damage. Not to mention, if we can also increase the range a little bit, that'd be nice. Because, I mean, we already have the, 200,000 kilometers range, which is okay, and the lancers do massive damage, so if we can arm some ships with those, it's going to be quite impressive. Actually, one thing that might be interesting, I'm not entirely sure if it's particularly viable, partially because the lancers are rather expensive and take a long time to reload, but what you could do is have like a relatively small boarding ship, with fast engines and all that sort of stuff, has one lance which it uses to shoot a hole in the enemy ship. It just needs to have a fairly good accuracy, otherwise it's going to fail. But punch a hole in the enemy ship that you're about to board. Basically just, yeah, punch a hole in the armor and then... well, actually no. It would have to be very fast to be able to board troops effectively, which is a bit of a problem. But let's say there's a few of those, they punch through the armor a few places, maybe destroy an engine or two, just load the enemy ship down, and then board in. Yeah, I suppose that might work. So the troops wouldn't have to blow holes into the hull, they can just go through. But yeah, we are going to get that a little bit faster now. It's still going to take over a year, to be fair, so that's not all that quick, I suppose. Let's see, then we got the overhauls completed, so we can set this fleet back to training. A bit low on fuel on some of those ships, but it should be okay. Now let's actually have a look. We got quite a few ships here. We are building our first Blue Shark already. It's going to be done a bit more than a year from now, like 14 or 15 months, something like that. So yeah, that is going to take some time. We got another Porcupine, we got a Squire... Oh, Squire Hornet is also underway. I didn't realise that I was building one of those, I'm sure. I mean, I suppose, yeah, having one of those wouldn't be a bad idea. We can send that to the Hand of the King. I mean, they are still kind of the bulwark towards the aliens in Diamond, or the Ascendancy of Kumning, or whatever it was called. Then we are building another... Oh, right, we are refitting that oiler there. We do have another oiler that has been... Well, we built. And it does have... actually, I don't remember if it has a larger capacity. Shipyard fleet. How much is your capacity? 27 million. Whereas the oiler down here, you go... 28 million. Okay, so the capacity is actually a little bit less. But you do have a higher speed of refueling. Although it's still going to take a long while to refuel fully. And you have faster speed. So I'll probably do something with that between the episodes. I'll set it up so that we can start transporting more fuel, maybe. Anyway, let's get going. Actually... Oh, right, yeah, you are going to do your overhaul. Just want to keep an eye on Zhatelier, because we should be getting the intel pretty well in here, although... Oh, actually, how far? We're already almost 10 months into the deployment. I don't think... Oh. Hello. New system discovered. System... Oh. We ran out of names. Okay. So, retirement... Commander experience, promoted new scientist. So, what do we know about the system? Oh! Forested mountain... Oh, Christ. We may have found ourselves another homeworld here. Planet 4. How far are you from Planet 4? That's 6, so Planet 4 would be there. How about I give you some direct orders? No ground surveys, just go to the Planet 4. And then we'll give you new orders, but let's actually make sure that we assign system themes. So gemstones we've already used. Let's see. Let's do this on camera here. I'm not going to take Kriegsmarine. I think we already used mythical souls pretty far, so I don't think that's going to be available. I'll go with provinces. Not entirely sure what that entails, but fine by me. Let's have a look. Can we actually rename system? Right, so it just gives us that. Whereabouts is this in the map? Over there. Okay, that's actually not too far from... Oh. Yeah, Opal... If this is indeed a new non-player race, which it might be, we may be in a problem, or facing a bit of a problem here, which is why I want to go in there quickly and see if that is actually enemies or not. If it isn't, then we might have... Ooh, actually. Oh, you are going still through there, okay. Now here's a question. If there is enemies in there... Okay, well, the planet is over there. So they can shortcut through there. While possible, it's probably very dangerous. Actually, we're still... Oh, right, we are still taking that. Never mind. Right, well, let's take it slow, I reckon. I'll have to rename this system eventually. Maybe not quite that slow. Now, to be fair, this particular ship is one of the older ships. So it might not have particularly fast speed. Zoom in here. Seriously? No signatures? I'm surprised. Okay, well, why don't you just survey that then? Just making sure that that is the correct one. Yes, it should be. Forested mountain with... Oh, man. So what's the problem there? It's the temperature, isn't it? Yeah. It's just a bit chilly. That's all. Now the question is, who's going to take that? Oh, wow, that's going to take some time. Alright then, let's keep on going then. Okay, so that's a false alarm. It wasn't enemies here, although there could be still some precursors in this system. There's no knowing of that. Let's actually have a look a little bit closer. So there is one habitable planet, one near habitable planet, which is the dwarf planet down there, which actually has much better temperature, just doesn't have the atmosphere. And there's a terrestrial planet, there's Super Jovian over there, another gas giant, gas giant, gas giant. Okay. I'm interested to see what sort of resources are there. There might be a ruin or something there, quite frankly. Oh, I suppose we'll find out, though. Maintenance problem in Barracuda. One of the porcupines has a problem. You still had maintenance supplies quite a bit at least, so that's not a problem. Pearl, ruins located. Destroyed outpost. Survey sites, not survey sites, artifacts. Okay, it's fairly small in size. But that's probably... I'm pretty sure that that is entirely new race. Yeah, we don't know which race it is, so we don't know what tech level it is. Just making sure if we go for example, a remover, we should be able to see... Actually, no, we don't see that. Okay, I don't know then. Right, so all of these wrecks that we know of are our ships. From various missions, that's less than ideal. Ooh, another automated mine in St. Petersburg, that's actually rather handy. The small oiler has completed order, so that means that there's a little bit more fuel at the farm again. If we have a look at that, so yeah, we got a bit less than 3 million liters there, because we took the fuel from the printing herd and dumped the fuel in there, and then we sent the oiler back down here. Well, that should be okay. Right, abandoned automated mine, St. Petersburg. Oh wow, they're finding a lot of automated mines, aren't they? How many do we have in St. Petersburg right now? We got a total of 16. We might actually want to start moving some of them down here, because we can't really utilize the planet for mining itself, other than automated mining, and the Galazar in there is quite juicy, as well as the neutronium and uranium, so setting up more mines over here will be very handy for the economy of St. Petersburg. Not only can they then maintain a bit more ships there, but also a few other things, like setting up shipyards and that sort of stuff is a possibility in the future. Now, I did actually notice that in Christiana Imperialis we have a bit of a worker shortage right now. It's partially because we have been bringing in a lot of mines. And, well, I mean, there's other reasons as well. I mean, the shipyard certainly has an impact. But yeah, the miners and the shipyard have caused a bit of an issue there. So I did have to slow down the speed that we produce mines here and increase the infrastructure production. But we are mining 5,700 tons of resources right now per year. Almost 1,000 tons of gallicite per year. Actually, that's pretty decent stockpile there. We might want to bring in a little bit more back to Veralis. And House Alexandrus has given us a permit to take the gallicite from there for the requirements of the war, so to speak. So where's actually the collection 1? Both of these have been retooled. Right, so I'm going to send you down to Skofnung, Christiana Imperialis, load gallicite, then order back to Barracuda, unload all minerals and refuel. Shouldn't take too long. Factory store another. Ooh. 10,000 tons of uranium. Okay. Also, we built our first Cavalier. Huzzah! Okay, so that's been assigned there. Actually, I'm a bit curious. Can we set up a... Technically, we could. The Hand of the King could have their own training command. Or, what we can do is we can set up a training group over here. Actually, how long I don't remember. Cavalier, you got a deployment time of 12 months, actually. Now, you are intended to operate with a tanker, because you don't have a particularly long range. You know, pretty good speed though, and you got decent-ish armament. 3 partial beam strength 3s and 2 railguns for peppering the enemies very close range, or shooting down enemy missiles that might be heading towards us. Eventually this will be retooled a little bit. It also has 9 layers of armor, so it can take quite a beating, hopefully, before exploding. Hit to kill is 57, whereas, for example, the regular Hornets have 28, Squire Hornets have also 28. So it's quite an improvement in the survivability, although this actually has 31. Oh right, these are the old type Squire Hornets. And then the Hornets... Okay, so there's a bit of a difference there. But yeah, we should probably set up a training command, because there's also 2 ships over here that they built that are going to need, or have been built for them, that need a bit more training. I mean, they are getting some training passively. And it's actually not all that bad, all things considered. But yeah, setting up the training command over there. Let's actually have a quick look at the maintenance. Ooh, we're pretty close to the capacity right now. Now they do have plenty of resources in here, so we could easily start building up another one. And just put in the Caldera shipyard. Yeah, it's going to be done in about 2 years. A little bit sooner than that, but yeah, it's taking a while. We are adding a slipway there. But adding a couple of those, setting up another shipyard perhaps at some point might be a reasonable idea. So actually, Caldera has a population of 20 million now. That's pretty decent. They have a little bit extra workers there. On the other hand, once they get this slipway in, there's not going to be extras in anymore. So that will disappear rather quickly. But yeah, they got the maintenance facilities for the time being. They will need more though. They will certainly need more. Also, they actually have a lot of corundium. That might be something that they'll want to start trading with other factions, because there is a bit of a shortage of it. They're missing some sorium and boronite over here. Interesting. Also, they have a massive amount of vendorite. And crown unit... Oh right, there's nothing in terms of crown units that they can train out here. Also, in terms of money, we are doing excellent right now, so that's something that we don't need to worry about. On the other hand, we did get the faster, or the next level of wealth generation, 140 per million workers, not that long ago, which certainly improved the situation. I mean, we weren't having a massive problem before either, but we have even less of a problem now. Okay, it's already March. Let's have a look at the Zhatelier. How is we got 72 points in intel. You have you're running solo. I'm just gonna wait until the end of the month. Oh, one of the porcupines has reached max training. Alright then. I suppose we can just send... So it's the Porcupine 04, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Send you to the Fleet 1. So we got actually a pretty decent fleet here now. Well, it's mostly small ships to be fair. But at least it's there. So there's still one that might be getting their training done soon, and then the rest are actually newer designs that they can keep on training for longer periods at a time. That's actually rather decent. Now then, more minerals in... Oh, right, this is the planet that we just surveyed. So duranium, neutronium, and some corundium. Oh, it's a bit of an older place, but there was no ruins there, or anything like that. But this might still have a decent amount of minerals here, one way or another. There's 2 comets, which we haven't surveyed yet. But this was a rather interesting find, because we can start colonizing that rather easily, and we just need to get the infrastructure in place, which, to be fair, may take some time. Okay, faithful survey has completed... Oh, cannot do their stuff here. I'm going to give you orders to resupply and begin overhaul, so we can get that underway. Oh, we found a jump point in Amethyst. Wait a minute, where is Amethyst? Hard to keep track on all these systems. down there. Interesting. That's actually very interesting. Huh. Also, one thing that I suppose I could do to reorganize some of this stuff potentially is I can, well, I'm not going to go too much into detail, but I can shift Graham over there and then Excalibur down here, Aventurine down there. So it shuffles them around a little bit, and then we can shuffle this branch over here one step down. And that would actually be more or less it for what's required there. But yeah, we have... How many systems have we so far? We know of 65 systems, we surveyed 46 of them. We only found 2 alien races so far. Of course, we don't have other spoilers on yet, other than precursors and... well, actually just precursors as the spoilers. Factories... 7,000... Oh! 7,000 tons of Galicite in St. Petersburg. Also, we constructed a Seeker. That's gonna go for the Hand of the King. Oh, right, we need to build another one for the House of Romanov, because they did lose one for some precursors in... Actually, I don't remember if I showed that before, but I'll have a look at that soon. Okay, so the shipyard over there has completed their retooling. That was probably the Porcupine one, so we'll have another one at then kilotons that can do things. I've got another scientist. Right, so let's actually have a look at the galaxy map over here. So you may have noticed the flags over here. So it was Sapphire where House Romanov lost a survey vessel, and then Ruby, the House, or Hand of the King rather, lost a ship there. Then Aquamarine, I think we lost one there, and Emerald, we spotted some enemies, but they didn't start firing on us yet. So we got away before they destroy anything. But yeah, they have a lot of places. Of course, they are spread around the galaxy quite a bit. That is an interesting find, though. But anyway, we are unfortunately out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.